One of the biggest questions that I've been getting lately is how do you do pasta? I've done pizza, flatbread, tacos, and even took a swing at chocolate. But this pasta recipe surpasses them all because it's so easy, nearly cleanup free, and ready in no more than 15 minutes. In today's video, I will be showing you how to make bona fide carnivore pasta with only 2 ingredients. And if that's not enough, I'll also show you an elevated version to literally make the most real and delicious al dente carnivore pasta / ramen you have ever tried. Before we get to cooking, I'd love to invite you to join us for the next 90-day carnivore challenge in my community, the Steak and Butter Gang. If you'd like the chance to win the $2,000 in cash prizes and are looking for support along your carnivore journeys, as well as plenty of Q&As featuring all of my carnivore expert friends like Sally K. Norton, Dr. Anthony Chafee, Dr. Boz, Dr. Baker, Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Hampton, and so many more of your favorite experts. Join us anytime at the URL shown on the screen, sbgmeetup.com, or check out the links down below in the description box. Now, let's get to cooking. In this video, I'll be showing you 2 genius and easy noodle recipes. The first one is going to be a strict carnivore pappardelle style pasta, and the second recipe will be an Asian style ramen noodle recipe. And shout out to Anne from Keto Asian Flavors for this genius recipe. Let's start with the pappardelle, which is definitely the easier recipe, and this is perfect for lazy cooks like me. You only need 2 ingredients, eggs and collagen powder. Here I just whipped up about 9 to 10 eggs total, beat it up real quick, and then added in 2 tablespoons of the collagen powder, but you really can just eyeball it. The collagen powder just gives it that extra bounce. Oh, and today we have a special chef helping out. Next, we're going to basically low and slow steam our pappardelle, and we're going to need a nice large pan. So here I'm using my new non-toxic ceramic non-stick pan that I got from Caraway. We're going to slightly grease it with butter, and then we're going to carefully pour in our collagen egg mixture. Once our egg mixture covers the full diameter of your pan, we're going to close the lid and just let it slowly steam at low heat. I ended up cooking for a total of 5 minutes on low heat. And this is important because if you blast it on high heat, or if you're impatient, you're just going to have a fried crispy omelet. Whereas steaming it on low heat will give you that gummy al dente pasta texture. And I specifically chose my non-stick ceramic pan to cook this pappardelle dough just so I don't have to worry about any sticking. Once we pour our dough onto some parchment paper, now we can cut our pasta noodles. And this is where you can control just how thick you would like your pasta noodles to be. We ended up doing about 3/4 of an inch for each noodle. And if you do have a pizza slicer, it will be way faster and easier to just slice each pasta noodle. Here's the outcome. As you can see, it is such a beautiful, soft, and malleable texture. We're going to set it aside for now, and let me show you how to make the ramen noodles. First step for our ramen noodles is to get a pot of water to a boil. We're going to boil 3 eggs for a total of 10 minutes, and we want to cook these eggs thoroughly. We do not want soft-boiled eggs. Once your eggs have been fully hard-boiled, we're going to now transfer it into a blender, and you will only need 2 of the full eggs and only 1 extra egg yolk. So I repeat, you will need 2 full hard-boiled eggs with just 1 extra egg yolk. To these eggs, we're going to add 3 full cups of filtered water. Now we're going to blend the water and the eggs on our lowest setting. I blended for a total of about 15 seconds, stopped the blender, and then added the next few ingredients. Half a teaspoon of sea salt, half a teaspoon of xanthan gum, and 2 tablespoons of sodium alginate. And before you start looking for replacements, it does indeed have to be sodium alginate because we will be using molecular gastronomy for this recipe by producing a chemical reaction to the calcium chloride we'll use later in the recipe. It is honestly mind-blowing how these noodles will be created, and I would just follow Anne's recipe to the T like I am doing here. Both essential ingredients are linked down below in the description box if you just want to easily order off of Amazon. So once we add 2 full tablespoons of the sodium alginate to our egg mix, we're going to go back to blending, and this time we're going to blend on high for a total of 3 full minutes. So just leave it on high blend for 3 minutes. Take a look at the outcome here. You will notice some bubbles, but you'll see that it's become very thick and creamy. From here, we're going to take the entire blender and put it in our refrigerator, let it chill for a total of 30 minutes. Shout out to my little brother, Tommy, for being so awesome and helpful. One of our favorite things to do is cook together whenever I visit family. While we wait for our ramen dough to settle in the fridge, let's make our fettuccine Alfredo sauce. This white sauce is basically essentially carnivore. We're going to need raw heavy whipping cream, or if you don't have raw, obviously pasteurized is totally fine, but I will link my favorite website that ships to most states. Amazing raw dairy. We're going to need butter, and we're going to need some Parmesan cheese. Let's first melt half a cup of butter in our pan, and then we're going to slowly add in our heavy whipping cream, 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream to that, and then we're just going to let it simmer over low heat for a total of 2 minutes. From here, we will whisk in 2 teaspoons of garlic minced, and this is optional. If you don't want it, you don't need to have it. Half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of some white pepper. Mix it for about 1 minute, and then we're going to whisk in our Parmesan cheese until it melts. And we will be needing 2 cups of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Here's what the final outcome of our homemade Alfredo sauce looks like. It is so rich, creamy, and packed with that garlic Parmesan flavor. I've made a lot of cooking videos by now, and every time I check the comments, I see many of you guys warning me about using Teflon non-stick pans. So I did the research and looked into all the resources you guys recommended, and it turns out you're absolutely right. I had no idea that it only takes 2.5 minutes for Teflon to heat up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And when it does, toxic fumes are released into the air. At worst, the toxin can cause polymer fume fever, which can be very serious. I always try to be safe rather than sorry, so I started exploring my options, and I was disappointed to find that most cookware options out there contain chemicals that can leach into our foods and over time affect our health. That's why I swear by non-toxic cookware. When you're cooking up something simple like this carnivore pasta, it's not just about how easy it is to prepare and clean, it's also the peace of mind knowing that your cookware is safe and free of harmful chemicals. I've been using a set made from aluminum with a stainless steel base coated with a special ceramic glaze. It's completely free of lead, cadmium, PTFE, PFOA, and all of the harmful substances. These pots and pans were designed to cook all of your carnivore meals evenly, and the non-stick surface makes everything slide right out. Absolutely no scraping required. After cooking, cleanup is a breeze, a quick wipe or rinse, and they look literally good as new. Plus, the full set comes with everything you'll ever need to make all of my carnivore recipes. Various pots, pans, high quality lids as well. It also comes with a beautiful magnetic pan organizer where you can display your pots and pans or store it away safely. I've also been loving Caraway's food storage set. I'll put up some overlays just to show you guys how beautiful and aesthetic it is. It's made from ceramic, and it also comes with a magnetic organizer. It looks so sleek displayed in your kitchen, and it also comes in so many beautiful colors. You all can save 20% when you buy the complete bundle. I've linked it down below in the description box, and you can use SBGAL10 for 10% off site-wide. For more details, you can check out the link in the description box below to shop for the same exact set that I use to make my carnivore pasta. From here, we can prepare our calcium chloride bath for our ramen noodles. This is where the gastronomy part of the recipe will happen soon. When we pour in our ramen noodles, there's going to be a chemical reaction from the sodium alginate in the noodles and the calcium chloride in this water bath. So let's get 7 cups of filtered water in a large bowl, and then drop in 1 full tablespoon of the calcium chloride. From there, we're going to take out our ramen dough from the refrigerator and transfer it into a squeeze bottle. Now watch very carefully what my little brother is doing so perfectly. So he's using a ladle and making circular motions in the calcium chloride water bath. From there, the left hand is not doing anything but squeezing out the ramen noodles into the bath. You don't have to make shapes with both arms. Just keep that left arm still and continuously squeezing while the right arm is moving in circular motions, and naturally your ramen noodles will start forming. How cool does this look? Our ramen noodles are almost ready to eat. We don't have to cook them, we just have to soften them in a baking soda lemon juice bath. So let's drain the calcium chloride water out and then transfer it into a bowl. Pour in 3 cups of hot filtered water, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. From here, you should see a bit of a fizzle. This chemical reaction right here will soften the gel walls of the ramen noodles. From here, you can just let it sit in this water for about 3 to 4 minutes. That's what I did, but you can also adjust how long you let it sit, depending on how soft you want your noodles. So we did it for 3 to 4 minutes, and then we drained the noodles and immediately transferred it into the Alfredo sauce. And then from there, we transferred our fettuccine noodles that are made from egg and collagen into the remaining fettuccine sauce and gave it a good mix. All right, my baby brother Tommy's gonna have the first taste test at Bella's Cafe. What an honor. Let's try it.
If you're carnivore, I think you would really like this because, how do I describe it? It tastes very similar to like an actual pasta, like with wheat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like the noodles are made with like eggs and stuff, so like the texture is like a little different, but it's like there. So this is a perfect, like, I guess, replacement.
Does it have an al dente feel to it?
I don't know what that is.
You know how it has a bit of a bounce and a resistance. How pasta?
It does.
Very good, very good. So it actually tastes legit.
Yep.
Wow. And how's the Alfredo sauce?
I like the Alfredo sauce too. It tastes like a little bit like chicken Parmesan, chicken Alfredo. So
Yum.
I like it.
Wow, he's going in for seconds.
You can split the noodles too.
You sure can. It's legit. Baby brother's gonna now taste the fettuccine thick pasta, which is actually more minimal in ingredients.
Okay.
All right.
One noodle.
One noodle.
Same sauce and everything, just different noodle types.
Yep.
It's okay. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, then what's the other one?
The other one, I think I like put it at an 8.
Wow.
Also, there's like a bigger egg taste in this one.
Ah, yeah.
But I mean, it is made out of eggs.
This is as clean pasta that fits in a carnivore diet as it gets. There's no better than this if you want to keep the ingredients super, super strict carnivore. But thank you so much, my guest at Bella's Cafe for the day, for trying my dishes. Would you recommend my recipes to carnivores?
Yes, I would. Because you guys can't do anything else, so I guess it's like my last resort. Okay.
Thank you very much. If you tried the pasta, please do tag me on all socials at Steak and Butter Gal. I would love to see all of your creative interpretations of all of my carnivore recipes. If you have any requests for dishes, recipes, or meal ideas that you'd like to see on my channel, feel free to comment them down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in my next video. SPG out.